following presentation of the National Football League.
One of the NFL's oldest and most storied stadiums, it's time to give it another go at Green Bay's Lambeau Field. Tonight, a pair of NFC foes squaring off. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Brandon McManus to get this one going. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Tank Bigsby here with the return. Jukes away from one. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion, now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
He's trying to push the field. That's complete inside the 35. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 6-0 lead right away. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Almost feel bad for those fans who went to get food before finding their seats here, Brock. While they're waiting in line, got a touchdown on the first play from scrimmage.
Now, I got a sense a few of them were scooting towards the tunnel to see what the roar was all about.
Yep.
Just like this guy scooted for the explosive touchdown.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the Utah State product and former first-rounder back in 2020, Jordan Love.
Hey, this is one of those situations where a quarterback has just got to say to himself, poised. Be poised. Yeah, your team just gave up a big blow on the other side, and you don't have to get it all back in one play like they just did.
Good morning, Chris. 55-minute alarm set for 12:20 p.m.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. Love out of the shotgun. His first throw is an interception. Picked off Ray Blankenship. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now they can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
At the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They go to Barkley again. And he's able to get this down to the 36. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of it.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Got a man downfield, and Goddard has it. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. Give him 25 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pull out in front further, 13-zip. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Packers nothing.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Emmanuel Wilson to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Packers taking the field now. Their second series of the game coming up. And a big setback for them to overcome early, Brock, giving them points off that interception. And for a quarterback, a tough way to start the game as well. They got to shake that off.
Yeah, but this is where you really do start to see just the cream of the crop. The quarterbacks that are the best in this league flush, no matter what the circumstances are. But especially the negative ones, you flush them away and you go persevere.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun now for Love. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Now, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Throwing his Love on third. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And while one sideline has 0 points, this offense, wow, they have had 0 issues so far getting into that end zone.
They are rolling right now, Kate, and unless there's a speed bump on the immediate horizon, things are at risk of getting out of hand.
I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's 2 looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing here? And he's tackled for no gain.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Making the call himself. Big gain, has them across the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 45-yard line. We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Ready now for our 2nd quarter. The Eagles have the football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 1.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Has him quickly on the RPO. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Hurts now from the gun. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll go down here at the 16.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. Has it left side, Brock, with the throw carried him too close to that edge. I'm going to say brought it in out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
Fourth down, he calls his own number on the option. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a first and goal.
That's another Eagles first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
When they draw up these plays for the quarterback, these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate. Something that could tear a hole in the defense, move the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought in the...
Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 20-zip lead.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, as, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles stretch their lead to 21. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Wilson with a return here. He dodged the tackle. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Packers all set to get back out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
That's reeled in by Jalen Reed. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Short side option here. He's running left. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
Just a little reminder right there that he's more than a passer. They'll call his number as a runner, too, especially if the defenses don't account for him.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st. So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. 1st and 10 now from the 46. Love from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he is down to the 30-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll give the Packers the 1st.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Love now on 1st and 10. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
From the red zone on 1st. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. The Packers take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Throwing again. Love. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Loves to throw again. Put way too much on that one, Brock. Over the end zone and out. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup. Yeah. Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
Love now on 3rd and goal. And he scores. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers chop some of the lead off before the half. Christian Watson with the touchdown. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Packers get it back to a 14-point game. On now is McManus to kick this away. Sent to return it. Here's Will Shipley. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. The final throw before the break. Finds the in route complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. 3rd quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this 2nd half. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for attack, exactly what he just did.
Love now. That's complete to Musgrave. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Third down, line to gain, 9 yards out. Third and long for him here. He's got it, complete to Reed. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. And it's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Running on first here with Jacobs. He's got a gain of 6 there. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 42-yard line.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. They stick with Jacobs. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give the Packers the first.
They spring a big gain like that, Kate, on the interior. 9 times out of 10, that O-line decisively won their matchup with the big fellas up front. They got those pads down. They created leverage, and they opened up that running lane.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Going run again with Jacob. And he's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Love out of the shotgun. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You're trading a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Shotgun now for Love. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Romeo Doubs touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Packers 14.
Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Shipley now to return. And decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They've got a man in motion. Play action. Hurts has it. Connects on the crosser. Rolling into enemy territory. Now, this is going to be down to looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 32. First down, Eagles.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read and it winds up losing them 3 yards.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they come, second down. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Gets him on the in route. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down.
You'll often hear it said, in my life experience, it's true, the NFL is a game of matchups, so much more than any level. And these tight ends, we see it time and again, are such a matchup nightmare down the field.
Hurts tucks it, starts running. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have second and 4.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is second and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Pass him on the quick hitter. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
They're going to run with Barkley. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Now from the 6 after that last play. Here's second and goal. Here's another 4-out. And this is headed the wrong way. He's closed in on for a loss.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the old lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is, but after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over it.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. He's back to throw. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof was a big part of what's put them playing from behind to the final stanza of this one.
A 25-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. When they can make it a two-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Elliott all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Maden supports.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Love. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Yeah, sorry.
Throw here, 3rd down. Hauled in by Musgrave. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. The end result there, 15 yards and a first. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Green Bay. Packers got to score in a hurry. Down a couple of scores, but still some time left and 3 timeouts as well. It's 1st and 10. Once more, it's Love. Completed to his running back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Stick it in the air. Love. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The Packers take their first time out. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Love now on 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get, it's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. Love. That's over the middle and caught by Reed. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Drive has gone 8 plays now as they face 3rd and 3. Looking to throw it. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
On comes Brandon McManus now to try this field goal for the Packers. This will be from 52 yards.
52-yard attempt.
Got all of it, and this is good! And it pulls him back within 1 score here in the 4th.
That kick obviously gets it back to a 1-score game. Now the real question, Kate, how good do those onside kicks look in warm-ups? How good do they look all week in practice? Is it time to pull out the onside kick, or trust your defense with 2 timeouts in your pocket?
And the Eagles are able to recover. And that should just about do it for us here. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Now timeout taken by Green Bay, and that's it second. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Just a nice little reminder that this QB is more than a passer. They're going to call his number as a runner too, especially if these defenses don't account for it.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And fly, Eagles fly. He gets him the first down, partner, and that's going to seal this win. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. That's a design look for Hurts. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Green Bay.
They're going fully grown Karen Smith. Yeah, okay, is that the farmer again? I think that's the farmer we were looking for. He's back.